Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis, and today we're taking a look at a set that's been in the backlog for about a year now. This is LEGO Star Wars set number 75202, The Defensive Crait. This set consists of 746 pieces, including 5 minifigures. Among those we have Captain Poe Dameron, Admiral Emmett, a Resistance Trooper, and 2 First Order Snowtroopers. As you can see, we also have a gun emplacement, one of the Asti Speeders, and a bunker. Let's go ahead and build it up and see what we think. Inside the box we have 6 bags of parts, a manual, and a sticker sheet, and I'm very pleased to see that those were not bent. They're nice and flat. Great job, LEGO. Thank you. Alright, here it is, 75202, the Defensive Crait, 746 pieces. As you can see, we have this gun emplacement, another small turret, this sort of pillbox tower, several minifigures, and the Asti Speeder. Let's go ahead and take a look at each component one by one. And they call this one a First Order Snowtrooper. It's a pretty good looking figure. My only problem with that is I'm not sure that Crait was covered in snow. I thought that was kind of like a salt kind of material. I don't know, maybe it was snow, but in any event, this is apparently a First Order Snowtrooper. Very nice print on the torso, waist, and legs. He has kind of that half cape thing that goes around the legs. The helmet is pretty well done. Of course, below the helmet is just an angry clone face, which, as I've said many times before, is really annoying because from certain angles you can see the flesh tone. I'd much rather them have the either just basic black head or the balaclava head. But there's also this kind of backpack piece with that black piece that goes around the neck and has a stud on the back. And then there's that printed piece on the back to complete that. He comes with a medium blaster, and there are 2 of these guys included in the set. Not too shabby. Again, I just wish he had a black head or a balaclava like the old Scout Troopers did. But overall, nicely done. And here we have our Resistance Trooper. He also includes a medium blaster. He's done primarily in this dark tan color. A nice print on that torso, and just a bit on the waist. The legs are nicely printed as well. The helmet is not bad. It's got this kind of chin strap that comes up, but the visor does not move. It's just part of the helmet. When we remove that, you can get a better look at his face. You can see he's got a little bit of stubble there, and he does have an alternate face with kind of a half smile on it, and there you can see the back torso print as well. Unfortunately, there's only one of these guys in the set. It might have been nice to have a second trooper, but pretty well done. And here we have the first of our named characters. This is General Emmett. He's got a pair of macro binoculars and a medium blaster. Really nice torso print. I like that quite a bit. And then just a bit of print on the legs as well. Face print is pretty good with some long white hair. Turn around the back, you can see the torso print. No alternate face for this guy, but overall not too shabby. I gotta be honest, I don't even remember this character from the movie, but the figure's pretty good. And finally we have Poe Dameron. This is in his captain uniform. He has a sidearm, that black jacket that is open to reveal a white shirt, got some brown pants, and a decent face print with a little bit of stubble there. I really like this hairpiece with the integrated communications headset. Very nicely done. A little bit of print on the back of the torso as well. The print on the headphones and on the top there is really well done. And alternate face has a bit of a smile on it. Pretty good figure. Again, I really like the hair headphone combo, and the outfit is pretty nice as well. This is the first thing you build in the instructions. You have this gun emplacement that's on a turntable, so it can turn. This plate is on a hinge, so you can kind of arrange this a little bit differently if you'd like. This can move almost 360. Well, I guess technically it can, but you'd be kind of running into your buddies if you did it all the way around. There is room for a figure to sit there. There's this kind of radar dish thing here that's built up with a silver sidearm, which is kind of an interesting thing. Then you have a stud shooter, or I'm sorry, a spring-loaded shooter back here, and there's just enough room for you to get your finger in there and press that and make it shoot across the room, never to be found again. The detail on this is pretty good. I like that. I just wish it was elevated a little bit more. Then over on the other side, you have this snow or salt or whatever this is supposed to be. There's a stud shooter cannon that goes right here, and there's some ammunition stacked up. When you turn it around, you can see a bit of the trench and a ladder, and that's built up nicely with some handles there. And then there's a place for a figure to stand to man this gun. And I do like the fact that you can reposition it a little bit. And then over here, there is a clip piece kind of hidden down there, and that is so you can take this bar piece and clip those together so you can attach the trench and the tower. So when you do that, you have a section of the trench and emplacement so that you've got one portion of the front line between the First Order and the Resistance. And here we have the defense tower. This is kind of reminiscent of the pillboxes you might have seen during World War II, like at D-Day, that sort of thing. It's a 3-story installation, so on the first floor there's kind of a bunker area where people can get back there and be behind some cover and shoot. There's a second floor that you could theoretically do that as well, but that's more of a command center. We'll show you that in a moment. And then the top floor is kind of a sniper's nest. Let's go ahead and turn it around and take a look from the back. On the first floor, you have some spare ammunition for either that gun emplacement or the ski speeder. There's also a wrench there, as well as a hammer tool. And those you can, I guess, sort of think of this as the inside of the base, and that might be some tools to make sure that the ski speeders don't fall apart. If you recall from the movie, they were pretty flimsy. Then we also have a gun rack over here with 2 medium-sized blasters, and then this is the rear view of the first floor gun emplacement. I'm going to skip the second floor for a moment and go up to the sniper's nest. You have 3 plates up here, jumper plates, where you could conceivably attach a weapon, and then a figure can stand on that tan base there and snipe down at the figures down below. This is the command module, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at that. If you take off the top, you can get a much better look at the inside. There's a printed console there, and then this printed window piece, and there's a better look at that printed window piece. Very nicely done. Overall, I think they've done a nice job with this, although unfortunately there does not appear to be any kind of a ladder, stairway, or lift to get figures from the first to the second and finally the third floor. Other than that, though, this is pretty cool, I think. And here we have the real star of this set, the ski speeder. This thing is pretty well done. We have the gun turret over here with a lot of nice greebling and detail. Lots of stickers to make up this set, including that grow piece there and that hose array. That is also a sticker. And we have some nice engine detail here, which is very well done. We have another sticker back there, although that is a printed fan piece. Those are stickers on the tail. And then we have some stickers over here. All the stickers are put to good use. I mean, they do add to the overall look and feel of this thing. It's just unfortunate that there are so many of them. That is a printed piece for the cockpit. And we have some stickers on either side of the rear of the cockpit. More stickers on the tail. There's that ski all the way. And more stickers over here. Let's go ahead and take a look inside the cockpit. If we remove the cockpit piece, we have a printed console there in the middle, along with a pair of yokes. That's just a pale handle with a clip piece. And then we have these consoles on either side, which are nicely done, but those are both stickers. The seat is made up of a clip piece with a couple of those grill pieces in burgundy to make up the backrest, so that's a little bit different. But overall, I think this thing is pretty cool looking. This was one of my favorite vehicles from the new trilogy, at least so far. The last movie has not yet come out. But yeah, that is the Ski Speeder. We have a couple of stud shooters, we have a couple of spring-loaded shooters here on the side, and the triggers for those can be accessed underneath from behind. Here's another look at that ski, and it is articulated, so it moves down and back. The shaping on this is pretty good. It looks very much like the vehicle from the movie. You have a couple of blasters on the cockpit side as well. Some nice detail. Very well done. I really enjoyed this build. It was more complicated than I thought it would be, which was a good thing. A lot of technique in the framing, but overall I think it's a really nice build. It reminds me a bit of the B-Wing, only not quite as elegant, of course, and yeah, not bad at all. So this set retails for about $85 here in the US, which seems a bit steep to me. It's not too far out of line as far as the price to part ratio goes. I'd rather see this retail for about $75. That would be more in line with the piece count. I was lucky enough to pick it up for about $50, so that was okay. And that ideally is where it would be, I guess. I think that is a good value at $50. At $85, I think it's way too much. The Speeder is cool. I think it could have been released on its own for maybe $40 with 2 or 3 figures. This stuff is kind of filler for me. It's cool, but this could have been a $20 set, and that could have been a $40 set, in my opinion. Anyway, this has been Christian with BrickLifeCrisis. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave us a like. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care, and may the Force be with you.